Hi, tell me who you are and what you do.
I'm Bill Bass, and I'm the Co-President and Chief Marketing Officer of Orchard Brands.
So, tell me, where do you think retail's headed over the next 3 years?
I think this is a particularly exciting time in retail because a couple of things are happening right now that are going to change everything. A lot of retail is based on POS systems, analytics, merchandising strategies, things like that, and we're getting tremendous amounts of data coming in now that are allowing really robust analytics tools to inform your decisions a lot better. The other thing that's happening right now is you're getting cloud-based services coming along, so the computing power that's available to everybody is exploding. It's whatever's beyond exponentially would be where that point that we're at now.
And do you see that as the big opportunity for you this year on how to do stuff with all this data?
Absolutely. One of our big focuses this year is we're trying to move as much of our IT infrastructure into the cloud. By going into the cloud, it reduces our costs, but even more than that, it opens up computing capabilities that companies like ours have never had. And the other thing is, with software as a service, you're able to now tap into, rather than software projects being big projects, so I want to go do analyze data. It used to be you had to put in big software packages on big servers and a bunch of IT guys running around doing all this stuff. Now you can throw stuff up onto Amazon Web Services. You can sit there and get a software as a service package and really start to, you're not focused on the tools that you're using, you're focused now on being able to get to the knowledge that you need in a way that's never really been, it hasn't been capable before, except for the people that could afford all those big machines. So I guess it's the democratization of knowledge and information, and because of that, the advantages that big companies had over smaller companies is not only being eliminated, but the big companies are still kind of locked into their stuff that they built in the past. So I think small companies now have actually an advantage by not having the legacy systems that the big companies are stuck with.
Well, I mean, I think it's a great example of what happened with Amazon versus Walmart early on in e-commerce, right, in the '90s, and how they were able to get that big leg up, right? So what I call e-commerce Moneyball.
Right.
What do you see as the biggest challenge as a retailer is going to face, or that you're facing over this next year?
Well, so now you have all this capability. Now, how do you use it, right? So you sit there and you go, wow, we have all this computing power. We have all these new systems that can come in and do all this stuff. But you don't have the people on board that are, one, have the thought processes to be able to do it. Two, everybody's in the, well, we haven't done it that way in the past. and that's nothing new. That's always a battle that everybody fights. But it's you're now having to change your organizational structure, but really your organizational mindset to take advantage of all these capabilities. So the capabilities are there, and the people that can change their organizational mindset the fastest to take advantage of those are the ones that are going to win.
You mentioned people, and people I think are one of the critical parts. Right? We talked even about tools and processes for data, but people is the key thing. New people want to get into this industry. What would you tell them? What should they be doing? What should they be looking at? What should
Yeah, I think you're going to see a huge, I don't know if it's the revenge of the geeks or whatever, but, so right now I'm going through, I want to set up a pipeline for people coming into the company. And we're based in Tucson, Arizona, where the University of Arizona is. Big astronomy department, big physics department, and I'm sitting here, and we have a big retail school. And I'm going, do I recruit from the retail school, or do I recruit from the hardcore analytics, the math department, and stuff like that? And the answer is we got to do both. But in the past, we would have just recruited from the retail school. And now it's you still need to recruit from the retail school, but I actually need those kind of people that are used to dealing with large data sets and trying to suss out trends and knowledge from large data sets. And that's a skill set that you find in the star. There are billions of stars. Which ones have planets around them?
Mm-hmm.
All of that stuff. So I think you're going to start to see a lot of non-traditional. It's no longer, I went to Macy's and started out in the merchant training program, and that's how I moved up through the system. I don't think that that's going to be the only kind of source of talent into the industry. I think you're going to see a really broadening of the skill sets coming into the industry. We've seen a little bit of that, especially in direct marketing. You always kind of saw that. There were a lot of meteorologists running around working in direct marketing companies. But I think you're going to continue to see that now expand more than just direct marketing, but all into the rest of the store-based retail.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.